Welcome to my channel Echoes of Coin. The story of the 1776 to 1976 $1 coin is inseparable from the celebration of the bicentennial of American independence. It represents not just a unit of currency, but a carefully crafted reminder of the enduring values that shaped the United States. In 1976, Americans were honoring 200 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence, and the nation was filled with festivities, memorials, and commemorations. The United States Mint took part in these celebrations by issuing special designs on circulating coinage, and among the most notable of these was the Eisenhower dollar bearing the dual date 1776 to 1976. This coin stood out for its size, its symbolic imagery, and its role as a collector's piece that carried both historical and numismatic weight. The Eisenhower dollar itself was first issued in 1971, honoring President Dwight D. Eisenhower, who had led Allied forces in Europe during World War II and later served as the 34th President of the United States. Large, heavy, and bearing the portrait of Eisenhower on the obverse, the coin reintroduced a full-size dollar piece into circulation for the first time since the peace dollar era. When the bicentennial approached, the Mint adapted the Eisenhower dollar to carry a special reverse design that would reflect the historic importance of 1976. Instead of the standard eagle landing on the moon design that had been used since 1971, the reverse of the bicentennial issue was changed to feature a striking new image: the Liberty Bell superimposed upon the moon. This concept combined two powerful symbols, one representing the struggle for independence and the other representing modern achievement through space exploration. The dual imagery reinforced the theme that the American story was one of liberty and progress reaching beyond Earth itself. The obverse of the coin retained the portrait of Eisenhower by chief engraver Frank Gasparo, but the inscription changed to reflect the dual date 1776 to 1976 instead of the usual single-year date. This dual dating clearly marked the coin as a commemorative issue rather than a standard circulation strike. Millions of these coins were struck between 1975 and 1976 at multiple mint facilities, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The San Francisco Mint produced proof and silver-clad versions for collectors, while Philadelphia and Denver struck copper-nickel clad coins for circulation. The different compositions and finishes gave collectors a variety of options, and the Mint packaged many of the special silver coins in presentation cases or government-issued sets. The Liberty Bell and moon design on the reverse was created by Dennis R. Williams, a 22-year-old art student who entered and won the nationwide competition held by the U.S. Mint to design the bicentennial coinage. His youthful perspective and bold imagery resonated with the themes of independence and exploration. The design captured the ringing spirit of liberty through the iconic bell while also celebrating America's leadership in space, a field in which the nation had achieved global recognition through the Apollo program. Williams's design was chosen among many entries, and his name became immortalized in numismatic history as the designer of one of the most widely recognized bicentennial coins. Collectors immediately took notice of the bicentennial dollar. Its large size made it visually impressive, and the symbolic design gave it importance beyond its face value. The coin became a popular souvenir during the celebrations of 1976, often sold in special mint packaging or collected directly from circulation. For many families, owning one of these coins was a way to participate in the bicentennial spirit, to hold in their hand a piece of metal that marked 2 centuries of American independence. Even today, decades later, many households still have a 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower dollar tucked away in a drawer or box as a reminder of that celebratory year. The minting process of the bicentennial dollar was carried out with both precision and mass production in mind. Copper-nickel clad versions were struck in massive quantities to ensure availability for circulation, though in practice many were hoarded rather than spent. The silver-clad versions were produced in limited quantities for collectors, with a composition of 40% silver. These silver coins, offered in proof and uncirculated finishes, provided a higher intrinsic value and continue to be sought after by numismatists today. The proof strikes, with their mirror-like fields and frosted details, highlight the artistry of the design in a way that circulation strikes cannot fully convey. Collectors treasure these proof coins not only for their beauty but also for their historical connection to the bicentennial. Grading and condition play a central role in the desirability and value of the 1776 to 1976 dollar. Coins that circulated lightly or show were generally common, but examples preserved in mint state condition, particularly in higher grades such as MS-67 or MS-68, are much scarcer and command significant premiums. Proof coins graded PR69 or PR70 Deep Cameo by professional services are also highly valued. The grading system allows collectors to differentiate between ordinary examples and those that stand out for their sharpness, luster, and preservation. High-grade bicentennial dollars often appear in auctions, where enthusiastic bidding reflects the enduring demand for these coins. The market value of the bicentennial dollar varies depending on the type, grade, and silver content. While clad circulation strikes may only be worth a few dollars in uncirculated condition, silver-clad proofs and high-grade examples can fetch significantly more. Complete sets that include the quarter, half-dollar, and dollar in silver-proof format are particularly desirable, as they represent the full suite of bicentennial designs. Over the years, values have fluctuated with silver prices and collector demand, but the coins have retained their place as must-have items in any collection of modern U.S. coinage. The fact that they were widely collected at the time of issue means that many survive in pristine condition, but the best-preserved examples still inspire strong competition among numismatists. Beyond monetary value, the 1776 to 1976 dollar coin holds cultural and emotional significance. For many Americans, it recalls the parades, fireworks, and patriotic displays of the bicentennial year. It embodies a sense of national pride and unity at a time when the nation paused to celebrate its history. The coin tells a story of struggle and achievement, of the founding fathers who declared independence, and of the generations who carried the nation forward into the modern era. Holding the coin is like holding a miniature monument, one that fits in the palm of the hand yet speaks volumes about the endurance of liberty. The Eisenhower dollar, despite its short run from 1971 to 1978, left a lasting impact on U.S. coinage, and the bicentennial version is perhaps the most iconic issue of the series. Later commemorative dollars, such as the Susan B. Anthony and Sacagawea dollars, carried different designs and served different purposes, but none captured the national imagination quite like the 1776 to 1976 bicentennial dollar. It stands as a testament to the power of coinage to do more than facilitate commerce. It can also serve as a marker of history, a piece of art, and a vessel of collective memory. The popularity of the bicentennial dollar has endured for decades. Coin clubs, collectors, and historians continue to study and write about it, analyzing varieties, die errors, and production methods. Certain varieties, such as double die obverse or coins struck with unusual planchets, are of particular interest to specialists. These rare errors transform what might seem like a common commemorative coin into a prized numismatic treasure. The study of these varieties enriches the field of numismatics and demonstrates how even modern coins can offer layers of complexity and intrigue. The Eisenhower Bicentennial Dollar remains a centerpiece in American numismatics because it blends artistry, symbolism, and cultural pride into a single design. Its release was not just a matter of producing another coin for circulation. It was a deliberate act of commemoration designed to connect millions of people with a sense of heritage. The Liberty Bell superimposed upon the moon is one of the most imaginative images ever placed on United States coinage. It spoke to a nation that had declared its independence in 1776 and, 200 years later, had become a global leader capable of sending men beyond the earth. The dual symbolism underscored the notion that liberty was timeless while progress was boundless. This message resonated across the country in a decade marked by both challenges and triumphs. The process of producing the 1776 to 1976 dollar coin involved massive coordination across the mint system. Philadelphia and Denver handled the production of copper-nickel clad coins intended for circulation, while San Francisco specialized in the 40% silver versions destined for collectors. Each mint placed its own identifying mint mark on the obverse beneath Eisenhower's portrait, allowing collectors to distinguish between the issues. Philadelphia coins carried no mint mark, Denver coins carried the D, and San Francisco coins bore the S, or paper currency. As a result, A significant portion of the 1776 to 1976 issues were set aside by collectors or stored in rolls and bags rather than being spent in commerce. This phenomenon preserved large numbers of the coins in uncirculated condition, ensuring that decades later they would still be available to collectors at affordable prices. Yet despite the lack of heavy circulation, the coin succeeded in its commemorative mission, as millions of people acquired and treasured them as souvenirs of the bicentennial celebration. The bicentennial dollar also provided fertile ground for varieties and errors, which have become a fascinating subfield within numismatics. Die cracks, double dies, off-center strikes, and planchet anomalies have all been documented for this issue. Specialists spend considerable time searching rolls and bags for such anomalies, and when discovered, these errors can command significant premiums in the marketplace. For example, a double die obverse showing extra thickness in the lettering or the date can transform a common coin into a rarity sought after by advanced collectors. These varieties remind us that even in modern minting, with its advanced technology, the production of millions of coins can still yield unexpected treasures. One of the most engaging aspects of the 1776 to 1976 dollar coin is its role as part of a broader bicentennial coinage program. Alongside the dollar, the quarter and half dollar were also redesigned with special reverses. The quarter depicted a colonial drummer boy, the half dollar showed Independence Hall, and the dollar carried the Liberty Bell and moon. Together, these three designs formed a cohesive suite that told the story of American independence and growth. Collectors often seek to assemble complete bicentennial sets, both in clad and silver formats, appreciating the unity and diversity of the artwork. The dollar, however, tends to be the most striking member of the set, not only for its size but also for the boldness of its imagery. The dual dating of the coin, 1776 to 1976, served as a constant reminder of the bicentennial theme. Unlike regular coins that bore a single-year date, the bicentennial issues uniquely carried two representing both the birth of the nation and the year of celebration. This made them instantly recognizable even to those unfamiliar with numismatics. The dual date effectively branded the coin as a commemorative object distinct from routine circulation issues. For schoolchildren, veterans, and everyday citizens alike, the presence of those two dates reinforced the magnitude of America's 200th birthday. The demand for bicentennial dollars during the mid-1970s was immense. The U.S. Mint received orders from collectors' banks and the general public, all eager to obtain pieces of the celebration. Special three-coin silver sets containing the quarter, half, and dollar were offered in both uncirculated and proof finishes. These sets were packaged in presentation boxes, often accompanied by certificates of authenticity, making them attractive gifts and keepsakes. Many of these sets were sold through mail order or mint outlets, allowing Americans across the nation to participate in the bicentennial through numismatics. The marketing campaign emphasized the historical nature of the coins, presenting them as once-in-a-lifetime opportunities to own tangible connections to America's past and future. Even today, the Eisenhower Bicentennial Dollar remains one of the most common entry points for new collectors. Its availability, affordability, and striking design make it a popular starting coin for those beginning their numismatic journeys. For seasoned collectors, it offers layers of depth, from varieties and mint marks to silver issues and high-grade proofs. Its enduring popularity underscores the fact that commemorative coinage is not only about rarity but also about meaning. The 1776 to 1976 dollar tells a story that resonates across generations, reminding each holder of the sacrifices of the past and the possibilities of the future.